Hey, what's going on? This is Jordan Ross. stinkbaitTV is back at it again, and I have a very special guest, my man Garrett Hill.
What's up?
How's
What's
it going,
up?
brother? Can you give us a little introduction to yourself? Tell us what you do, what you're all about, what's going on in G Hill's world.
Dude, you know what? Life, man.
Yeah,
Uh, I'd
depression.
say I'm just like everybody else, just like all of us, man. I'm just trying to work and figure out where necessarily I want to go in life. But freaking, I can tell you, it's been a roller coaster, man.
What are you representing right now? Where are you at?
East side, baby.
East
That's what I'm
side?
representing.
Is that okay?
So right now I work out at the lake. There's a bar and grill out there that I work at, and it's freaking dope, bro. I love it. It's called the Twisted Anchor, bro. And I told you
Okay.
about it a couple of times, but then you moved away and all that.
Right, and then I left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. It's cool.
I was
Uh,
trying to come back. I'll definitely
Actually,
come
right
back
after
quite a
I
few of them.
texted you, you left, but whatever.
Yeah, that's whenever I made my decisions. Whenever I
He
saw
was like, you know what,
saw G Hill pop up, I was like, ah, shit, I gotta get out of
uh,
here.
bro? It's pretty dope out there. I love all the people out there. Before that, I was working behind the bar at the league
That's what I
at
remembered.
Choctaw. Remember? Yeah,
Yeah,
you pulled up a couple of times, but um,
I liked that place. That place is always, especially for like college football and watching ball and everything. That's a perfect sports bar to go to.
the fights are like the fights are kind of like electric there. Like you feel like you're there because everyone's standing up out of their seats, bro. And then like as soon as there's like someone gets dropped, everyone's jumping up and down, bro. Like, yeah, you feel like you're there at the fight at the
Right.
UFC fucking 314 or whatever, right? You feel like you're there.
And they have like TVs everywhere too, so you can't miss like a second really.
No,
No matter
yeah,
where you're
exactly. And
looking
some
at,
of
you
them
you
would
catch
lag
it.
too, so this was dope. Like, if I was like making a drink or some shit, and everyone's like, "Oh," and I missed it.
Right, you
There's
can
like a
look at the
TV that's
ones.
lagged. I'd go look at that one real quick, see the replay
Right.
real fast. Yeah,
There you go.
before it even happened.
There you go.
So, but yeah, man, just working. I got a girlfriend now, so that's cool. I know it's crazy.
Congratulations.
I've been single
How
for so long, bro, and
how long have y'all been rocking?
since January 18th, so it's new.
Okay. Okay.
Baby
Okay.
relationship. So
Okay, that's still good
yeah,
though. It's still something. It's still something to work on. That's what I'm
yeah,
talking
it's
about.
definitely exciting. Because like you know that point you probably felt it too. You're like, I'm probably gonna be single forever and be like 35 and like
Yeah, I
most of
felt
my
it whenever
buddies have
I
like
was
families and shit.
I like moved back home, like to the Grayson area, like last year or something like that. Like maybe a year or two ago. And yeah, that's whenever I felt it for sure. I was kind of just chilling, didn't really know exactly where I was headed, you know. And but yeah, then I ended up talking to this girl that I met on Tinder from the
Yeah, I was gonna
year
ask you
before.
about that. Go into that a little bit. How did that? So you said Tinder, yeah? Y'all met on
We
Tinder.
met, yeah, we met on Tinder whenever I first moved out here to Oklahoma City, and we didn't really talk too much, like right off the bat or anything. We kind of just flirted, Snapchatted here
You
and
was trying to
there.
play the
But
game a little bit. Don't lie.
I
Yeah.
was, I was, I
It,
was new to the area, and I was just kind of like hanging out, Didn't know exactly, again, where I was headed, So, then I moved back, and then I was like, okay, I might be single forever. I should actually start dating these people and seeing where it actually goes. So took a chance. Ended up going with the girl that lived back in Oklahoma City, and once we actually hung out for the first time, kind of felt it like right away. I kind of wanted to keep coming back um, anytime that I could. She
she had
started,
you wrapped around her finger. Hell yeah. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
basically, yeah, exactly.
Hey,
We
been there, brother. You know what I mean?
went to a baseball game and everything, and it was really fun. And
What
then we
baseball game
started
y'all go to?
the OKC Dodgers, which is it's
Minor
like
league?
their minor league team
Is it
for
like the
the
Frisco Rough
L.
Riders of OKC?
Exactly, exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
hell, that's pretty dope,
But
bro. I didn't
but
even
they
know.
have their they have their own like ballpark down here in like downtown OKC, so it's kind of perfect, you know, perfect date for sure. But yeah, ended up working out for us, so we're still going strong. I ended up proposing, and she said yes. Thank God. And yeah,
That's a
we're
whole
here
nother
now.
video.
Yeah, whole nother video.
Yeah,
But
dude, that was pretty crazy. I was pretty happy for you, bro, when I saw that. Like I didn't see that coming, but hey, that's pretty cool, you know. Like
I don't
I'm
think she
glad to
saw it
see that
coming
you're
either.
happy and all that. That's pretty dope.
I knew that I was happy, and I knew that I didn't. I don't want to. I don't want anybody else. You know, I don't want to go through this dating phase
Yeah,
again, especially at the age that we're at now. It sucks, man. Dating people
yeah, dude. Hey, don't
is
even
the
get me
worst,
started about it, bro. Because
and I have anxiety and everything too. So going on first dates over and over and over again with mostly like Tinder people, because really
see,
online
I
dating
my thing
is
is
where it
bro, I could
starts.
never do that online dating, bro. I could never do it. Like
I
Tinder, this,
literally,
that, and the third. Like, bro, I'd make an account and all that. Yeah, that's cool. Do my swipe. I do like boredom swiping. Like it would just be when I have absolutely nothing else to do.
yeah,
And I would
yeah.
never meet up with anybody. I never met up with nobody. And I never cared about it. It's just like I don't know. I got to meet someone in person, have like a genuine connection.
That is a lot
Actually,
better.
a funny story
It's a lot better way of going about
about
it.
my girlfriend and I, bro. So, we actually met on like Facebook dating, and we texted for a little bit, and I just left her on red.
Rip.
Yeah,
Facebook dating.
I
I
left
dude,
her.
I'll
It's
admit,
kind of
hold up.
like Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I almost signed up for it. I thought about it, and I was like, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. But yeah, I
I
got
know
you.
what I got. Final offer. No, I'm just playing. But
Yeah.
but and then one night I ended up going out with some coworkers, some like girls I worked with or whatever, and I ended up seeing her at the bar. And then that's when I went approached her, got her phone number, and we hit it off after that, bro. Like,
There you go.
yeah,
Nice.
I don't know what
That
it
really
is,
is
bro, but
the best way of going about it. Sure.
yeah, for sure. So now we're going strong.
That's good. That's good. Are y'all living together, or where's that at right now?
Jeez, Jordan. Whoa,
I'm just
whoa.
asking. I'm just asking.
Hey,
I'm just asking.
when's this episode coming out?
I'll I'll edit it out. Don't worry. It's
Yeah, no.
fine.
We don't live together. We haven't been together that long, but
I
uh,
gotcha.
I done did that whole thing where you like lived with your partner.
Right. So
With
you're
my
taking it step by step. Yeah, that's
dude,
probably
I'm
smart.
trying to take all the right steps.
And take your time and everything.
Yeah, because hey, at the end of the day, I still don't know what I'm doing.
Exactly. Exactly. Well,
Dude, the thing is when I sit here and I reflect back on just who I am now and who I used to be,
so
it's like night
so
and day.
different. It
I am
is
really
very
a
very
different
different.
person. Like, and I think everyone can probably agree with that too. And even if, like, uh, you know what, even if you haven't met me in a while, you could probably still agree with that, or haven't seen me in a while.
But I think
I was just like, bro,
everybody
I
should.
just didn't care about anything, and I didn't care about no. I just like was a goofball, bro. I was
Yeah.
dumb. I
It
was
was
just being a goof, bro,
it
for
was
no
fun
reason.
times,
Just
but I think
attention.
that everybody can kind of relate to that. So I mean, everybody should though. Everyone from high school should be a different person now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
100%,
I hope
100%.
so at this point. There are some guys that I know that kind of seem the same, but whatever.
You know
Getting a
what?
little
I
bit
think a
better day
lot
by
of it
day.
is some people go left, some people go right, and that's just some people choose to go down the wrong path and keep going that way, and some people choose
But
to grow up.
yeah, but I mean, just reflecting back on those days, we had some pretty good days though, some pretty good nights specifically, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I'm
Hey,
I'm thinking
real quick. Hey, was Rhett in our grade because he's got to be one of them.
Brett. Oh no 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 no! I think he was a
Rhett's
grade
hard.
below. Yeah, I think he was a.
Retard, that's his name.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen that kid in a minute.
No, yeah, I don't know. I
That's a
wonder if he's
great.
doing
That's a
good.
great. That's a great. I hope he's doing good. That's a great nickname though, Retard. Something I forgot about.
Yeah, bro. But
He was pretty
yeah, I
funny.
don't know. I would.
I didn't
I
really know
can't
him
really
too
say.
well
I
though.
think everyone was pretty goofy. Um, you know.
There's a lot of goofy guys in our grade, but I don't like.
Uh,
But do you remember anybody that actually got that title though? Like in the
like in the
yearbook or
yearbook type
anything?
shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
one thing is I don't have one
Because
yearbook.
I don't either. No, no, no. I never bought it or anything.
Yeah,
Plus,
so
senior
if
year,
you're
I was
from
in
Bells and you're
DAEP.
watching, if you're from Bells and you're watching this video, I want you to go back to the 2018 yearbook
I
if you
think
have it. Go down in the comments, and I want you to put who the class clown title goes to. And then in the next video, we'll see if we agree with that. We'll
I'm
put
okay with
them on
that.
the
Yeah, no, no, no.
fucking.
I'm totally okay with that. Yeah, we'll
We'll put
we'll
them on the stand.
we'll we'll debate in the comments because yeah, I never bought a yearbook or anything, and I'm pretty sure the only people that actually listen to this podcast are from Bells. So I'm sure that
Oh,
I'm sure
right now.
at least right now. Yeah, yeah. Bells, Texas. Bells, Texas.
Hey,
Do you got a topic there?
so
What about the Sonic days?
oh,
So G Hill used to work at Sonic back in the day, back when all of us played football together. Actually, he would get out of football practice, go to Sonic, and then just make these monstrosities
you don't even
of
know.
burgers,
Hey, you
like
know what?
fucking
Let's keep
crazy.
our voices down. I don't know if Sonic's gonna sue me because I probably like took
I'm
about
sure.
30 grand worth of profits out of hamburger patties from that place. Because here, listen. So
You
I
gotta
worked
tell
at
us.
Sonic. I don't know, 2.5 years out of high school, and like, was it the best job? No, but it was putting the food on the table for my kids at the time. So
Hell
uh, my
yes.
buddies would
You
come
gotta do
rolling
what you
through
gotta
after
do.
school, like I don't know if any of them had jobs at the time, but I did. No, I'm just kidding. But
I didn't
they'd
have,
all
yeah,
pull up.
yeah.
I'd
Most
have
of
the
us didn't.
biggest FOMO. I'm like, see y'all later, bye bye. They're all rolling out, looking for the next move, and then I'm stuck in
Getting
that.
high, getting drunk or
I'm
high
in
or
the
something
grease
like
trap over here, but they would get
that.
a single patty burger, like nothing on it, and then I would load that trucker up with like 6 hamburger patties. Barely could even wrap it. There's cheese like oozing out the side. This is your Krabby Patty right here. Like
Talk about the grease trap. That's what I used to call it. Dude, that thing would be fucking soaked in grease. The fucking, what is it? What is it? The buns, both top and bottom would be drenched, bro.
your
It'd be ridiculous,
arteries are
dude.
just clogged at that point.
It was really good after football practices, though.
Yeah, I was probably loading y'all up with like fucking protein. That ain't no homo. That does sound weird. That does sound weird.
No, but it was definitely a
Easy
plug.
boys.
It was the go-to, and Sonic was the only like actual restaurant that we could actually go
Can
to
we
that
talk
had
about
food
how
ready to go.
Sonic? Can we talk about how Sonic and Dollar General have such a fucking
They're in every single like
tight
small
hold
town.
grip on every small town in this country? Like,
That's really not a bad strategy though. If I'm like Dollar General or I'm Sonic or what's another like
dude, there's Dollar
uh
General, Dollar
it's
Tree.
just
There's
that, right? But like in every single like you're gonna be able to find it in every single rural area. Dollar General, Sonic, maybe a Dairy Queen
man.
if
I
you're
just
lucky.
like after growing up
Like in
somewhere like
Whiteright,
that.
you know?
After growing up somewhere like that, I always want to live where there's a bunch of shit around me. Like OKC's a perfect example, bro. There's always like something to do. But on
There
the other
is.
end of
But
that, we did have to get creative and go like go jump off a bridge, go
right, but
jump off.
those days were fun for sure. Jumped off of you jumped off of it too. The
Yeah, and I
Columbus
got
Bluff
hurt.
Bridge.
I don't know if you
You
remember that, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah, tell us about that.
yeah.
That
So guys, listen to this. So Jordan and I, okay, we were with a couple of friends and we went out to the Red River. If you don't know what the Red River is, obviously that's the river that separates North Texas from southern Oklahoma. And there's a bridge called Carpenter's Bluff Bridge. How far would you say the
Oh,
water is
really?
from the bridge? I'm not good
I
at
would say it's like
eyeballs
a
for
100 foot drop. I would say around a 100 foot drop, maybe 75,
I don't know.
100.
It could be 25 or 125. I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I could be overestimating it. It could be like 50, like it may be like a 50 foot drop. But whenever you're up there, it seems like a
It
hundred.
looks like you're jumping off like the Statue of Liberty. That's what it feels like.
Exp-
Well,
Especially the
anyways,
new
we're
one.
standing on top of the bridge, and Jordan, he's a little daredevil. If you can't tell from, I think his last video where he talked about
Yeah.
his run-in with old
Yeah.
Botman, the local PD.
I need
But
to have him on. I need to ask if he wants to come on one day.
well, anyways, so we're standing on the bridge, and Jordan's like thinking about jumping, and obviously. Would you jump off a bridge if your friends do it? Well, Mom, I would because I said I'll do it if you do it.
he,
And Jordan
he
jumps
saw.
off.
I think
Jordan
I
jumps
heard
off
that.
the bridge,
I
and
heard you say that you were gonna do it if I did it, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's try to find the
exactly,
soft spot. But keep in
just yeah,
mind,
exactly.
keep in mind, this is right after the bridge is built. So under the bridge is just random chunks of rock and wire and just building material
This
that
bridge
are
isn't
all
even
just
done being built. It's literally
it's
being built, and there's like construction underneath it. There's like yeah, no telling. I could have gotten hold the phone. Let me finish
could
the
have
story.
been yeah
But
yeah
yeah,
yeah yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, obviously looking back, this was one of the dumbest things I have done.
And it's
And
very
so
shallow water. It's very shallow
we didn't
water.
even know. That's the thing. We didn't even know. We didn't see anyone jump off before us. This wasn't a thing people were just doing. Whatever.
We
So
just kind of went out there. Yeah.
Jordan jumps off the bridge, and then 5 minutes later, he hits the water, and everything's fine. Like he comes up out of the water, he's swimming. Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. This, that, and the third.
Laughing it off, like, come
And
on, Geo, pussy.
life is blissful. Life is blissful for Jordan right now. So Garrett's like, oh, that looks like so much fun. All right, this is exactly where Jordan was standing, and I went on the railing and I stood there. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump.
Jumps
Boom!
exactly where
Water. 5
jumps
feet
exactly
under the
where
water.
I was at too, where I jumped at.
5 feet under the water. There was a boulder right under the water. And my ass smacked that boulder so damn hard. Immediately took the breath out of me. This is what I was gonna say. Good thing it wasn't a fucking piece of rebar. I would have got diddied. Like no
Yeah, that
joke.
would have been. That would have been. Dude, could you
Dude, I
imagine
would have
though?
been like a kebab
Could
stuck
you
under the water.
fucking
Like
imagine if we're all just sitting there laughing and shit? And you just like boom. That'd be fucking crazy. But
dude.
no, thank
Yeah, yeah,
God it
yeah.
was just
So I hit
just
the
a
rock.
boulder, a huge boulder in the water. Somehow I missed it. Somehow I don't know exactly how I got that lucky, but you ended up kind of not so lucky. Yeah.
Uh, some would say. Some would say
So
not so lucky.
you
Yeah.
you
You know
you
what?
came back up
And
out of the water like screaming. I remember. Like I
oh,
don't know exactly what you were saying, but you
okay,
were
okay. I wouldn't go
definitely
that
in
far.
pain. You were in pain. I will say that. Now, not crying, not crying, screaming,
I was a
screaming.
man about it. Hey, look, you know what?
Me, I would have cried my ass off. That would have been the last day I ever came out there.
Okay,
But
look.
that's just me.
I think I was more scared and worried that like, am I okay? Like, am I good?
Right.
Like, are my hips like broken or anything? Like, well,
Did you have a
anyways.
broken tailbone or anything, or
No,
what
long
was it?
story short, my whole ass, the bottom of my back, and my leg were like black and blue for like probably 2 weeks or so. I don't know.
Holy fuck! I don't even
Hey,
remember that. That's
like
crazy.
straight up, I had a little bit of a fear of jumping off of shit after that. Like, if I can't see
No,
in the
no.
water, I can't jump in it no more.
That makes total sense. I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
I really don't do that shit anymore. I mean, I haven't done anything like that or remotely close to that since I was about 16. So
hey, real
yeah,
quick, am I coming in clear? Like, am I coming in good?
yeah. You're all good.
Okay.
It's kind of like cutting out a little bit, but it's coming back in like 5 seconds later. So you're all good. It'll all process through the edit. So, but what do you think about the space trip with Katy Perry? Did you hear about?
Hold up, you cut out a little bit, brother. I think your signal's a little booty. Do you have Metro PCS? I can't hear you.
And all right, sorry
You're
about that,
back.
guys. I fucked up there. Phone started overheating and had to bring it into the unfinished studio. Now I'm on a beanbag, and yeah, we're chilling. We're talking Katy Perry returning back to Earth, and that, ladies and gentlemen, it's up for debate right now whether that was real, whether that was staged. And yeah, Garrett, I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on it. Do you think that that was real?
Uh, no, I think it's 100% fake.
I've been hearing
Now,
that a lot, but I'm not like the reasoning behind it. A lot of people's reasons is because they don't have like a helmet on or something like that, or they don't have spacesuits on or anything. But is that like required if you're just going?
dude, you're asking me.
I just wanted to get your opinion on
Okay,
it. I
look.
mean,
First
everybody's
things
allowed an
first.
opinion.
First things first is that I'll go ahead and say I'm not 100% sure if it's fake or not, but I lean towards it being fake. Now, the reason why, I don't know, publicity, money,
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
money is the reason why for everything. Let's just say that. So, like,
So do you like maybe it could be like a way to get funding for more stuff like that? But
what is it? Blue Origin? Is that what they're called?
yeah, I think it's Blue
Yeah,
Origin
yeah,
is
yeah,
the company that
100%.
did it, and I
100.
think that that is owned by Jeff Bezos because I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos is. I think that's their like SpaceX. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to
100%.
commercialize going to space. I guess another question of mine is if it does become like a commercialized thing and it's kind of normal to be able to take a trip to space for a couple of minutes, would you be willing to go on something like that? Like, would you sign up for that given the opportunity?
So, what I think they might be planning on doing, yeah, is like they want to do those like excursions on like the outskirts of the Earth's atmosphere. Like
Right,
I don't think they're really going to space. You remember where that guy, that Red Bull dude, jumped out of space all the way back to Earth? I
right,
think that's where they're jumping, or that's where they're at. Like they're just
right. Yeah,
right
yeah. It's
there.
it's not like necessarily like
They're not
actual.
going off. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just like
Anyways,
right there at the edge, and then just coming back.
so I think that's what they plan on doing. Are they already doing that? I don't know. Especially with famous people, I don't know. But
So if you think
I
that that's fake, can I assume that you think that the moon landing would also fall in that fake category? Looking at all the evidence and looking at everything going on in that time period, it doesn't seem plausible that that was real. It
Here, real
does.
quick, I'm gonna circle back and I'm gonna say I'm just gonna answer your question regarding would I go outer space?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
say
I'm
they
sorry.
had it foolproof. Like this was like Delta Airlines, and yeah, you could take a trip like it's a known thing. I'm like at work, and people are like, "Yeah, me and my wife, we went." Like if it was like a that normalized, for sure, I would
Then
try it.
yeah, take a trip.
If I could afford it, obviously, duh, I would I would
It's
try
probably
it
going to
out.
cost a lot of money, but it is the reason that they had Katy Perry and then like a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
I think it
other.
was just money just to get money and
It's like an
like
ad. It's like a
yeah,
commercial,
basically.
basically. And it's kind of worked. Everybody's talking about it. We're talking about
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, look, we're talking about it right now, and we're helping them out.
And
But
if I had, yeah.
now to go back to the moon landing, 100%. I think I what I think's more impressive is that everyone was fooled. That's
Everyone bought it.
impressive. That's impressive.
But I think that the government is our government is very good at manipulating a story.
Yeah, they're good at what they do.
So if you kind of think about that, I mean, they're very good at manipulating a story. If they're in like a race between, I think it was the Soviet Union to get to space
It was
first,
the
right?
space race.
Space race, yeah. So if there was a race going on, then yeah, I would not put it past us to fake a moon landing. But everybody bought it. Like literally to this day, there's a lot of people that I guess like historian countries recognize that actually happened, like a historical event actually took place there. So it worked out for the most part. It looks like.
You know what's crazy though is like that's kind of where I draw the line. Is like, okay, I think like that was fake, yada yada, but I don't like also think the world's flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there is a
Like
lot
because
of
there's people I know. I have friends that like honestly, I could go ahead and say this right now. Fuck you, I'm gonna say it. I have friends that I
yeah.
have lost because like, bro, they just
They
like
get too
gone
far
down
into the
rabbit holes,
conspiracy. Yeah, yeah.
dude, and it just like changed their brain, man. Like they've turned into flat earthers and like how like they they'll go into explaining how we're in a dome and we can't go through the firmament. Hey,
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? Go ahead and leave a comment if you
dude,
disagree. I'll argue
I
with you all day.
I literally think that all of this information is coming from TikTok, though. Like literally
Do you think
all
it's
of it.
like a war on like information or like misinformation? Like there
I
might
think that
be
that's
like
maybe the
something out
deeper.
there trying to pump our communities up with this fucking junk and it's turning everybody crazy.
That's probably like the deeper effect of it. Like there's probably like a deeper thing going on. There, I mean, it kind of would make sense, but like where would that be coming from and why? Why like I kind of
Bro,
just think it's kind
division
of like
like
crazy. Well,
think about it.
I
Think
actually
about it.
think I
Look
think
at
it's
it
a
like this way. Look at it this way. Like I feel like this country's always divided, and everything that's going on is just keeping us divided, and that's just one thing that's working. I just told you I lost a friend do that stuff. That has divided us. Like you got to think those people like these what are they called? The like mega Trumpers who like go to
mm,
all the rallies and they like think that like you know yeah,
MAGA
yeah,
Trumpers. Yeah.
but like I'm talking the extreme of the extreme. I'm not talking about just like random Trump
Right,
supporters.
that just go for like yeah, no. I've been
Like
thinking about it a
that
lot.
alone, like so many people like disown their grandma, grandpas, uncles, aunts because they're so strong in their belief and they're going through these like echo chambers of conversations with the different people who all are like the basically gathering around telling each other exactly and they're both delusional. That's
They
like
kind of
they're
build like their own little community,
yeah,
and
it's dividing everybody,
but
and
where do
that's
you
all it's
think
done.
if you had a guess though, where would that be? Because I think that it is
Probably
dividing
like the
people.
CIA or something.
It could be CIA. I guess I've always thought
Why do
of
you
it
think? I
as
mean,
like
why do you
people
think
that
Trump's been like basically going after the CIA and talking about it? And
yeah. I
hey,
mean, I think that there is a
this
problem
is
with the
all
CIA.
just like me being skeptical and whatnot. I don't know what I'm talking about at the end of the day, but it is fun to think about, though. You know.
There is a few conspiracy theories are that actually there's a lot that come out later on in the years that actually turn out true, and then it makes you think about all like if everything else that you've been told. Um, but I think a lot of these lies that kind of come out into the mainstream come from just people that want attention. It really could be that simple. Where it's just
100%.
a
But
lot of
life's
like
never that
TikTok
simple.
users. Yeah.
And that's and another thing I was gonna say that you brought up a good point is like after one lie, what can you believe? You have to start questioning everything. So the moon landing, if that's fake, you have to question every single thing that the government's ever told you after that.
right. Yeah. And then once you start doing that, that's the rabbit hole. That's the
That
rabbit
is
hole
the
that
rabbit hole. But where
looking
people
for.
fall in is looking for these answers. They fall into these like deep conspiracy chambers, like, and
So
then
you got.
there's that. But what's crazy is I'll be like, "Can you give me some evidence?" And they're like, "Yeah, watch this YouTube video from 3x6 time pony, uh, pink pony animal." Like, you're like, bro, that video's 7 years old from some dude in his mom's basement, and you're believing it like it's the Holy Bible. Like,
Yeah.
give me some
Yeah.
real info. And then they're like, I'm like, give me some real information. They're like, okay, look at this Pixar cartoon and look at the subliminal messaging. You're like, dude, I
Right,
can't.
yeah, right. Like what? Like pulling up like a picture of like a Disney something and try to try to point out whatever the fuck is in the background. Yeah. I've definitely seen those type of videos. Those videos make you think, yes, but not. I don't really think it like think on them more than like 30 seconds. They're in and out of my head as soon as I see them.
It's just
Some
a cool
people.
thought to think about.
Exactly. You kind of got to play dumb to it in a way. Like to really try to figure out every like all the secrets of the universe is almost not worth it.
Hey, can
You
I?
kind
I
of
want to
just got to do
segue
do your
something.
own thing. But what's up?
I want to segue something real quick. I want to talk about Scientology,
Scientology. Okay, I find
bro.
it very strange. I'll leave it at
So I'm
that.
gonna go ahead and say this right now. Don't know why. I'm not gonna say I dislike it. My TikTok is full of this guy standing outside of the LA Scientology office, basically
Okay.
yelling at everybody, "Don't go in there! It's a cult!" and like just
Yeah.
basically fucking up their whole operation. And I
It's
love it.
really it's a strange thing. It definitely is a cult. If you ever hear their explanation, um, like of the world and what they believe in and everything, it literally sounds like like a comedy. Like it literally sounds
It sounds
like
like a
they're
movie.
telling you a joke or something like that. It really does. But I really wish that I had their information on hand of like what they believe in and everything. But all right, you know what? Actually, let me get off my ass real quick.
Hey, your screen went away. I can't see you.
Oh, yeah, just low power mode. Yeah, Scientology. Super weird. They have like celebrities though
Yeah,
backing
Tom
them.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise is a
So I'm gonna go
Scientologist.
ahead and say, basically, from what I gathered, the information I've gathered, which obviously, if you're on the outside, you probably don't know half of it, right? Just like, let's say, like the Freemasons. That's another weird thing we could talk about. But
Another cult, but let's stick to Scientology first.
yeah, so like basically, from what I've gathered, is that um this universe has multiple species and they believe that. And basically, what it is we were prisoners from another planet and we were dropped here. Our yeah, straight up. I know this. Our
Okay.
souls, like this is a spaceship. Here's Earth. Like our souls were dropped into a volcano. This is what they believe.
Right.
Our
That's what
souls
it
were
is.
dropped
Yep.
into a volcano and basically once we died in the volcano and our souls came back up, the
Yep.
firmament or whatever, this dome around our earth won't let our souls escape. So we're prisoners here on earth, reincarnating over and over again. And that's what they believe. So, via TikTok is my sources. So
Yeah.
take
Okay.
that what you will.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think most of them are true. Scientology is a religion founded by L. Ron Hubbard in the 1950s, based on the belief that humans are spiritual beings with infinite abilities that can be unlocked through a process called auditing. It emphasizes the importance of the human spirit, which Hubbard likened to a powerful computer. So L. Ron Hubbard, 1950s. That's when he started it. That recently, just about 75 years ago.
So, do you think it'd be possible for us to get some like mega glass or not mega? I'm still on the last topic. What is it called? Meta. The meta glasses. We can go try to get recruited at our local Scientology.
I that would
You're
be
in
an interesting
OKC,
video.
so there has to be one nearby.
That would be an interesting video. There's a lot of Baptist churches here, and everything like that. There's not really like too much. Like we're still in South, like so.
That
It's
is true. I guess like it's more of like a West Coast thing. Who
I
knows? Like
think I think that like people that are in the West Coast or maybe a little bit in the North might be more susceptible to something like that. Another religion that I find very odd is Mormonism. Now I know that is kind of more common, and in this area, even in Texas, more
you
so in
said,
like
you said Mormons.
Mormons. Yeah,
Yeah. I see them sometimes. Normally, like when I see them walking around in their slacks and their nice little button shirts. But
hey,
yeah.
looking good, looking sharp,
Normally,
always.
when they try to talk to me, I just start barking on them like.
Yeah,
You know?
it's a good way to handle them, honestly.
Yeah,
But
normally they take that very well, but no,
I
man.
think
I think
Seth
it's
told me
very
that he had a
popular around
few.
Utah. I think that's like where Mormons like.
I think
And,
it's where
and
they're like that's their
is
HQ.
where's BYU?
It's in Utah. Or
Oh, okay, duh,
yeah,
yeah. It's
Brigham
in Utah,
Young.
so.
Yeah.
But
They're definitely. They're an
I
odd.
don't know much
They're
about
kind
it
of
except
odd.
that they like to. Uh, I know a little bit about their little loopholes around sex. I know
Yeah, I was gonna
that.
say soaking. I wanted to see. Have you ever heard of soaking? It sounds like it. That's what it's
This
called.
sounds intriguing.
So
Can you inform
apparently,
me?
yeah. So apparently, in soaking, what you do with your partner, with your sexual partner, instead of actually, um, so instead of actually having sex,
Okay.
what they do is they penetrate inside. I think, and then just like sit there and kind of like soak. They don't make any movements or anything like that to like actually, you know, hold up. I want to look it up and make
Yeah.
sure.
I think you might need to see if. Okay, look. So this is all I know is that two partners like will get on the top bunk of a bunk bed
Yep,
and
that's it. Hold up.
basically.
That's it. In Mormon culture, soaking is a sexual practice where there is penetration without thrusting or movement. Did you get that?
Dude, that has to be such a tease, man.
That sounds so fucking hot, bro. I mean, that's crazy.
Wait, did you
I'd
just
be
say
on edge.
hot?
Yeah, it'd be hot as fuck, bro. I'd be on edge the entire time. No, that'd be a very unpleasant time. I'm joking.
That reminded me of that Uncho Cinco video where he talks about his pee pee.
Yeah, he's the
He's a
older he
goof,
gets.
bro.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's always been awesome. I
He's like,
watch
hear me out, Unc.
Club Shay Shay all the time.
Yeah,
Or
dude, I
is
love
it
watching them
Nightcap?
shows.
Nightcap that he's on actually. Yeah, that one's good. But Mormons are weird. Um,
So, hot take: Mormons are weird. That's the title, really, of this video. I think
yeah, I think
Mormons are weird.
I think soaking might be the title, but we'll figure it out. You should try
Yeah.
that sometime.
What is it?
Let us know.
Yeah, you know what? I'll try it in the next video you have me on. I'll give you a review on that.
Give the review on how it is. Yeah, I'll do it too. We can both kind of compare notes. Pentecostal. Have you ever been to a Pentecostal church?
You know what? I have, and I got to tell you, I'll tell the story real quick. This is when I was going to Sherman at the time. Who
Sherman,
knows? My buddy's
Texas.
probably watching this video. Shout out, buddy. Not gonna say your name, but for these
Yeah,
reasons. Um, so I spent the night on a Saturday, whatever. I never really went to church. That's not what we did as a family. We just didn't go to church all the time. Well, Sunday morning comes around, and his family's like, "All right, we're going to church," and I'm like, I'm just trying to have fun with my buddy. We're in 8th grade. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go to church with y'all, whatever." Did not know what I was getting myself into,
Yeah.
dude. I walked in there, everything's normal,
Wait.
whatever.
Is the family normal? Everything's normal? Like, there's no.
I didn't even know anything was. Yeah, everything was fine. This
Everything
was
seems
like,
cool. All right.
no, yeah, my buddy, he was cool. Like, he's cool. You know
Cool
what I'm
guy.
saying? Like, he's
Still
not
cool
weird,
guy.
nothing.
All right.
Like, yeah, and like. The mom was like the religious one and like drugged them all to church. So if that
Okay.
makes sense, gives you a little
No,
insight there. But
paints a
so we
little
go
picture. I
there,
gotcha.
everything's normal and peachy, and I can feel the Holy Spirit
Of course.
grabbing me. And next thing you know, we're listening or we're really singing along to music, and then everyone starts gathering around this woman, and she's falling to the ground, like speaking in tongues, bro,
Speaking
just
in
like
tongues,
that.
yeah.
And I
How'd that make you
immediately, I
feel?
still remember to
Yeah.
this day, I looked over to my buddy just like this. I'm like, and he's laughing at me because I was like, what is going on? I've never seen nothing like that. It never went back. I don't think I actually ever spent the night with that buddy again on a Saturday. I made sure it was Friday nights because I didn't
Right,
want to
yeah,
go back
made
to
sure.
church.
That's interesting. My time at a Pentecostal church happened whenever I was in Savoy. They had a Pentecostal church right next to the high school, actually.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, it's very small, just like a
Is it that cowboy church?
little room. I think it's like right next to it or something. But anyways, I get invited to go there. I don't remember who invited me or anything like that, but they invited me, and all of these people, I knew how they were. I knew that they were kind of odd in what they wore, like the girls and everything. They wore like skirts that went down to their ankles or whatever, which was a little weird to see at school, but seemed like cool people though, you know. And the girl that I think it invited me, I had a crush on or something like that. So I went to it, hanging out, chilling, you know, thinking it's going to be a normal, boring service, and it definitely was not boring at all. I was entertained the entire time. They started, speaking in tongues. Everybody was sweating because they were like up, running around, dancing, yelling, all this and that. Pretty exciting atmosphere, but yeah, as that like a 14-year-old who had no idea what was going on, or really didn't have a firm understanding of what they believed in, you know, I was very confused the entire time, really. So confusing situation for me, but interesting. One I definitely would take back, but it was okay. Yeah, it was a good time. You still
Yeah,
there?
I'm gonna go ahead and say all the times I got drugged to church, I'm glad it was just a Southern Baptist church and not that, because
I
uh,
if that was like where I had to go like every like weekend, that would suck. If I had to grow
yeah,
up in that type of church and in that
because bro, I
environment,
don't know about
I'd be a
you,
different
but
person right
even
now
in
for
church, I
sure.
was trying to mac on girls. Like in
That was the
church,
whole
hey,
reason I wanted to go to church. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
that
to
was
be
kind of
honest
my
with you, back
motivation.
then,
And I know that's not a good one, but hey, we were going through puberty at the time, right?
yeah, you're
But
literally going through
imagine,
puberty. Yeah.
imagine
It's
your
not
church, Patty. Your
your
church
church
Patty,
baddie is wearing like a
the
skirt
same
that is
outfit
going.
every week,
It's like a jean skirt that goes down
jean
to her
skirt,
ankles. You can't
hair
see
down to the
anything.
fucking heels,
Yeah, they don't cut their hair or anything. I don't believe.
no
Um,
makeup,
no makeup or anything. It's kind of
no
always in a
BBL.
bun. They don't wear like since they wear that skirt, they wear like old lady church shoes everywhere they go.
Oh, that's hot. Sorry.
But it was interesting. But yeah, but they were cool though. They were cool people. The people that I met that
Yeah, that's the thing is
That I
like I
met
don't really judge
outside of the
anyone
church.
based.
They were all right.
Yeah, I don't really judge anyone because they were all like still cool people. They just hey, they got a different view than I do. That's fine, whatever.
Yeah, I never judged like the people like the people that were my age at least, because they were just kids having to go to church with their parents and everything, so they didn't have a choice or anything. They're kind of just there. Now the parents and people that like to go to that church, I did judge a little bit back then. Now I'm just kind of confused, but hey, worship however you want to worship. But yeah, how are you doing,
I
man?
can't even tell you the last time I've been to church, to be honest.
I've been
Maybe I
going
should go
recently.
this
I got
Easter.
I go to this Baptist church right up the road from us, and it's sometimes it's a little long. I don't know any of the songs that they sing. That's one thing I don't like about Baptist churches is because they sing like random songs that aren't really in the Bible or anything. They just have to do with God and Jesus, and yeah, they just say His name over and over again. But I don't know Him, so I'm kind of just sitting there while they're singing. Kind of feels like a little concert or something. But yeah, you should go. You should try it out sometime.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Do you have any? But all right, we'll move on. We'll
No,
move on.
yeah, no, I was just being a smartass. No, for sure, for sure. I definitely should. I feel like I always work on Sundays, so I always find an excuse not to go. It's more of an excuse kind of thing. I just need to
Right.
just do it.
I got you, man. Well, what's going on with you this summer? What do you got planned?
So,
I know you
a
went
little
on
thing.
cruises last summer, right? You
So,
got any planned this
this
time?
is. So I did go on a cruise to the Bahamas last year. Dude, last year was a crazy year because like I went on a cruise to the Bahamas, and then went to Florida. I got to visit Florida. I visited Indiana. Um, it was a good time. And then like when I came back from that cruise, bro, this is what I was gonna tell you earlier when you were asking about all the updates about me and whatnot. Like,
Yep.
bro, like I said, I was single at the time, so I just started partying like crazy, bro. And don't get me wrong, it was a great time. I met a lot of good friends or whatever. Some I've had to let go, or whatnot. But like,
Yeah. Got to do
I
that
definitely had a
sometimes.
great time doing it. Well, now that I have a girlfriend, I've settled down. I haven't really been partying and all that. But last summer, man, I was putting them down left and right, and I was out at the lake all the time. Like, dude, I was after work. I'd get off work at 11 p.m., go to sleep at 5 a.m., wake up, do it again. I'd wake up, do it again and again. And when I look back, I'm like, how am I alive? That's a good question.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's
Scientology is the
been
answer. But
Scientology. That's
yeah.
gonna be
So
that's gonna be the title.
yeah,
Scientology.
Scientology. It's the answer. So basically, now that I have a girlfriend, I plan on not really doing that. I plan on going a little bit more chill. I do plan on going out to the lake with like my friends and family and shit, and like just basically doing the good old grill on the front porch, drink a couple cold ones, listen to
Fuck
some
yeah.
music, maybe smoke a blizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
maybe you're lucky, right? Well, if you ever want to come to Oklahoma City and
I
come
just
hang
came
out with
back from Oklahoma
us,
City, but I plan on going back up there.
well, hey, let me know next time you're here. We'll kick it, bro. We got a pool. We
Where are you at in the city?
got a volleyball court. Let me show this off real quick.
Well, where are you at in the city?
I'm actually near the Tinker Air Force Base, but we got this.
Oh, bro, I passed by that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, that Air
We're on.
Force base that have all the fake planes right by the highway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
Dude,
we're
I
on.
just passed right by you, bro.
Yeah, we're on Sooner Road. So if you ever want to stop by Sooner Road, that's the place, bro. That's the place to go. No,
Let's talk
no,
about how
sir.
UT's gonna fucking dominate
Oh, you don't
this
want to
year.
start that bullshit, actually, because I don't know. Do you even watch? Do you watch ball?
I just want to hear your take on what happened to OU this year, man.
Oh, it was bad. Yeah, I mean, a
Like
lot
it really is
really.
bad. They had like the worst like luck, honestly.
I think it stemmed from injuries. All of our wide receivers were out. All of them
Yeah, bro. At the like
were
beginning of the
injured.
season, right? Just
Yeah,
right
like
off the bat.
it just kept happening over and over and over again. Everybody just kept getting hurt. You know, they they'd come back and then get hurt immediately, or kind of seemed like they were holding out, trying to get more money or whatever. It was dumb. Then you had Jackson Arnold,
Like some
who
they're having some UIL issues or whatever that you want to, or
yeah,
NIL, right? NIL.
NIL issues is what I suspect happened, but they say injuries. Now, Jackson Arnold also, he was like a 5-star coming out of Denton. He ended up actually sucking, probably being one of the worst quarterbacks that we've ever had, really. And he's at Auburn now. He was really just talking shit about Oklahoma, saying that we kind of gave up on him, but he choked so much, bro, and could not throw a ball. He could throw it in pregame all day, but he can't read a defense.
So what I'm
So
hearing is he got a lot of flack for sucking, and he got butthurt
yeah,
about it. And it's like,
he got
oh, y'all
butthurt
didn't have
about
our
it
back.
because like the fan base, the OU fan base, as soon as you start sucking at the quarterback position, things are gonna go downhill very
Because
fast.
y'all always have a good quarterback, bro. Y'all
Yeah,
always have a great quarterback.
we had Baker, we had Kyler, we had Jalen, then we had Caleb Williams. Like these are like four like
Yeah.
Heisman level people, and then we go to him, and it's like, yo, this is not gonna work out. But yeah,
It's kind of the same with the Cowboys too.
a
Like it's
lot
the
of
same premise.
there's been a lot of changes though that has happened in the off season. We have John Matier coming to Oklahoma. He's going to be our QB from Washington State. Also, we didn't have a offensive coordinator last year. He got fired like 5 games in,
Yeah.
and then we had like our tight ends
I
coach.
actually forgot about that.
Yeah, it happened so early in the season that a lot of people forget about it. Even I did. But Seth Littrell or Littrell, whatever his name was, he was a UNT offensive coordinator, or actually UNT head coach, and then got the job at OU because he played at OU, but he doesn't know how to call an offense, so we got fucked really. And then we had our tight ends coach calling plays for us because our head coach is a defensive guy. Our defense is really good. They've gotten really good, which is new to Oklahoma. So
Yeah.
if we can get a good quarterback, some good receivers, we already got a good running back out of the portal, and we have a couple that are already there. We
The
really
receivers that were getting injured, are they injury prone?
it really didn't even seem like it. Like they did get injured, like banged up a little bit the year prior, but always came back ready to play. Like this year, as soon as we started like losing games, it didn't seem like anybody had any urgency to come back and play. So it kind of fucked us, and we just kept losing and losing and losing. But we did beat Alabama, so I mean that counts for something.
I
Jackson
think I
Arnold
remember
beat
that
them
game.
too. I was there. I was at the game, and
Oh, that's pretty dope.
it was amazing. It was the game of the year for sure. We needed it and ended up winning. But yeah, we should be better next year. But we'll just got to see how everything plays out. You should
Yeah, I mean,
come to a
it
game.
seems like the OU is just discombobulated all year long, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all it was. They just gotta sort their shit out. But
Do you like Texas? Like, do you follow them?
I would say total bandwagon here, like
That's
straight up
fine.
with college football. I would say if there's any team that is excelling in Texas, I'm a root for them.
Okay.
But also I like OSU. I like
I've
OSU.
always liked OSU. OSU's fun to watch, and I mean, I've always liked their. I've liked their mascot. You know, Pistol Pete.
I love their whole like atmosphere. I like
I
their
like
like.
it. It is
I
cool. It
wish
is
I would have
nice.
went to school there. Honestly, if I were to go to school somewhere, I think Stillwater is where I'd be.
Stillwater is cool. It's a nice little. It's a chill area, but Norman is. I might live there now. You know, not even go to school there or anything. Just
You live
kind of
pretty
live in
close to
the
Norman, right? Like,
about 20 minutes away. Yeah, so
yeah, like right up the road.
not too long. Long of a trip, but um, it's a really nice area. It's a lot more calm than Oklahoma City is. Oklahoma
Um,
City's, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
One of the things I'm following regarding UT is their quarterback, well Archie, man. Like, I'm ready
Yeah,
to
it's
see if
interesting.
he's because like I think just like Wishador, like the name, it's the name, like
He's got a big
I,
name on his back for
I want
sure.
to see, if he's gonna live up to the hype.
I think a lot of people are expecting them to get a lot of Texas fans are expecting them to get back into the national championship and compete for it again. I think that to be honest with you, I think that that's a long shot for them to be able to get back into that position. Um, Arch Manning is good. He looks really good. He's going to be a good quarterback down the line because he's going to stay at Texas and keep developing. Um,
Yeah,
but his first year starting, I think is going to be a little underwhelming. I think it's going to be like a tad bit
I think it's
underwhelming.
probably gonna be rocky. It's gonna be
Yeah.
rocky. Hey, but you know what? He's about to bring so much money to that school, bro.
I mean, he's about to really cash out himself. I think that he just got like a multi-million-dollar NIL deal with Red Bull. Actually, he signed with Red Bull, which is pretty badass. I like him.
Isn't that gnarly, bro? Like,
Yeah, it
he's
really is
already
badass.
signing with Red Bull.
He, I like everything about that kid except the fact that he went to Texas. If he would have went to Ole Miss or Tennessee or any other SEC school or just any other school in general, I would be, a huge fan of his. But he went to Texas, so I am preying on his downfall, so to
You know
speak.
what? Ole Miss would have been a great school to see him excel into.
I mean, they are looking for a quarterback now. I think
Yeah,
that
and
there was some rumors about him going there, but no, Austin's got him down for sure. I mean, especially
yeah,
with the money, they're throwing money at him any chance they get. And but he doesn't he's not cocky or anything like that either. He's kind of to himself,
very, very humble, I would say.
Exactly, and I like that
Just
about him.
like, I mean, he's just like his family, in my opinion. Like, he acts just like how they acted at the time. Very humble, very, very well trained in every interview.
Yeah,
Any interview he's in, like, straight to the point. Like,
but
doesn't really
long
bullshit.
term though, long term for him, his best days are ahead of him. It's not. I don't think that even if he does like very well, maybe gets himself a Heisman or something like that, that kid is good for the long haul. Like in the
Yeah.
NFL, he's going to be a franchise quarterback for
Yeah.
anybody that he goes to.
Hey,
He's
but at the end of the day, we'll see. That's what I'm trying to say is like we have so much expectation. Listen to us right now. We have so much
yeah,
expectation right now We haven't even really seen what the kid. Hey, he could block. You know, hey, I'm not knock on wood, right? I don't wish that upon anybody, but
Yeah.
you
Don't
just
even
never
say it.
know. He
Don't even
could
say it.
choke.
Don't say it. Don't say it. But I know
That's why I
exactly
knocked
what
on
you're
wood.
talking about. Yeah. I know
Hey,
exactly what you're talking about, and it's like,
I
it
got
could
prize
happen.
picks on him, so
But that kid is good, and he's got a good head on his shoulders.
yeah, he does. He's very level headed.
He should have went to OU, and he'd be a fucking Heisman by now. He would have been starting already,
Probably though. You're not wrong there.
But yeah, he played against ULM and didn't do that well. But he ended up winning the game by like 40, but still threw a pick to start the game. But we'll see how he does. Still a freshman, still got time and everything. But I think that is going to be the end of this episode. Everybody, thank you so much for joining. Garrett, any last words?
It's been fun. I'm always down to do this again. Whatever. I had a great time. Everybody follow me on TikTok if you can find me. It's just Gary Hill, like Gary Hill 5. So I'm trying to find some inspiration really on, you know, creating TikToks. It's kind of difficult, honestly.
Yeah,
So
creating content is
I don't know if you've
definitely
ever even
definitely
tried
difficult.
like making
Not
TikToks. It's
TikToks,
kind
not
of
TikToks.
hard.
No.
It's hard.
I've never done anything like that. But all right, I'll see you guys. Hey, can you stay on here actually for just 1 second?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll stop this.